Good News Garage began in Burlington in 1996. It was started by Hal Colston, and he saw that there were people who either they were sold cars that immediately needed repairs beyond what they could afford, or weren't able to get jobs or good paying jobs because they didn't have reliable transportation. So we get folks to donate their unwanted or unused cars, and if we can fix them up, then we repair them and then pass them along to low-income working individuals and families. In a lot of places, but especially in Vermont, not having affordable, reliable transportation is a huge barrier to any kind of successful life. And we talk to clients and they say what an impact having their own car has had on their lives, that it could just be they're able to work more hours, or they get a promotion to be manager because they can work a set schedule, or their kids can participate in after-school activities. They can just be more of a part of their community. Since 1996, we've awarded 4,400 cars, and the hope is that we're helping these clients achieve some sort of financial stability and just a better life for themselves and their family.
So the first thing we do is we bring the cars in, we look over them for rust. Of course, in New England, that's one of the biggest killers of all cars. We make sure the car is structurally sound. If there's body work that needs to be done, we just go through them mechanically after that. If the car passes the rust portion of everything, we have a certain amount we're going to put in each car. We do that, and then the cars get awarded to low-income families, which is it's cool. It's a cool thing to see the whole process.
It was amazing. The car that I had before was a horrible piece of junk and not safe for my child, who was very young at the time. And just having the car has enabled me to do so many more things that I would not be able to do with public transportation. Having a child, being able to get her to school and then get to where I need to be very shortly after wouldn't work if I didn't have a vehicle. I'm going to school full time, I'm about to graduate, and now I'm going into a master's program shortly after, and I just don't think it would have been as easy if I needed to drop my daughter off at school, wait to get a bus, and I would be late for classes, and I just think it would have been much, much more difficult. Now that I have the car, I have the opportunity to do that on my own, which has been a blessing. Yes, and now I'm doing great things.
They told me so-and-so's coming in for a car. She's got 3 kids. They're like, 2, 4, and 7, or just, those years apart. And so we're gonna give her a car. And I'm like, okay. And I didn't think about it. And she came through the door with 3 car seats, because all 3 of them needed car seats, and she took the bus here. If I'd known that, I would have got her a ride, but I didn't know she was going to bring. So she had all the car seats, and the kids were carrying backpacks. Literally, they came in and it was cold. It was winter. It was a couple months ago, and they came in with all this stuff, and she puts it down, the way you would do that when you're traveling with all that stuff. And the first thing I do is I show them the car. I said, okay, we got to make sure you want the car. If you don't want it, then we're going to have to start over. Most people take the car. And I took her out back, and she lost it. Just the kids, everybody was jumping, and it was really cool. That was like, this is cool. She goes, you give me that car? I'm like, yeah. Because she was tears of joy. She was, ecstatic. She couldn't even believe it. So that's what it's about. So that took a bad day and made it good.